Hi, welcome to the Skinny. Yesterday at the Weight Watchers scale, I gained, as expected, a pound. Well, not that I expected exactly a pound, but I figured I was going to gain. I had 2 pieces of cake, so I'll take
And they were big pieces.
half a pound per piece and be happy with it. It was totally worth it.
Yes.
Totally worth it.
I stepped on the scale and gained 1.8. Well, I don't know how she got a pound and I got 1.8, but that's okay.
It's okay.
That's all right. I was fine with my gain because
it was delicious.
It was delicious cake, and my friend Jen doesn't know how to cut little pieces, so I really probably had had 4 pieces. Yeah, I probably really had 4 pieces of cake with her size of cake.
Yes.
And it was totally worth it. It was delicious.
Yes.
So I'm remembering back and I'm going, oh, it was delicious. So till the next time.
Yeah, I was telling Kim too earlier. I was like, ooh, I said Reese's Easter eggs are coming. And I mean, I know they're already out. Easter's not here yet. And
she's telling me about this
love them
theory she has.
Well,
and I was like, well, they have trees, bats.
They're all out. I know they've been out for since October.
I'm like, you could have it just about any time.
No, because they're not the same. A tree,
this is
a bat,
her theory,
and a heart are not the same peanut butter to chocolate ratio. I'm sorry, they're not. You have the heart that does this. You have the tree that juts in. You have the bat
and
that comes into. Yes, there's not that lump of peanut butter covered in chocolate. And I'm sorry, it's not the right peanut butter to chocolate ratio. So I'm biding my time for Easter, and I'm going to find a way, and I'm going to fit it in my day, and I'm going to fit it in my week and count it. I'm just going to plan to have it.
Okay, but you know what? I
can't wait!
I guess in the grand scheme of things, if that theory keeps you from eating the other ones, it's not a bad thing.
They're not the same. They aren't the same. I've done the legwork. I've been there. They're not the same. I'm not kidding. Absolutely not. I think they're not the same.
Okay.
So when I can fit it in, it's going to be a whole event. Like I'll get one, and I'll take my time, and I'll have the drink that goes with it, and I'll enjoy every bite.
Already.
It's a little nuts, but it's me.
I will say it was an interesting week because obviously you're trying to recover from cake, which you know.
But you had a tough week.
I did, and not.
You struggled this week, and more.
I struggled
less.
I mean, it wasn't really even about per se working freestyle.
It was
just the concept of what was happening with me.
You were struggling.
And I actually came home and I said, I figured it out. It was at work and I really figured out I was wanting to munch. And I don't usually want to munch.
Not anymore.
I don't emotional eat anymore. Yeah. I don't stress eat. I don't sad eat. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. And I wanted to kind of munch. And I'm like, where is this coming from? So
and she mentioned it during the week. She goes, I just kind of want to munch, and I just and she comes home. She had this epiphany.
I figured out why.
Yeah,
I'm feeling really bad about myself.
Yeah, I said that's bad
because I can't figure this out. I feel bad about myself,
and I said, like, you need to stop.
I'm like, stop. That is not acceptable.
That is not.
That is not acceptable. So I just decided to kind of really think back on where I'm at.
Sorry, that's our microwave.
That's sorry about that. Where I'm at. And I'm thinking, I have accomplished so much. And granted, it has not been fast.
No.
I mean,
no.
This has been a long journey. It has not been like a year. It's been
4.
It's 4. So, but which I would not change one single thing about my journey. I would not make it shorter. I wouldn't make it different. Nothing.
Yeah. Everybody's is unique.
So, yes. And everybody's different. I mean, I already go in with my hyperthyroidness, so I knew my journey was going to be a little different.
Well, everybody's is, and I think that's the point. You've got to realize you can't compare yourself to anybody.
So, and I thought, I'm done. I have worked too hard. I've accomplished too much. And I thought, I'm going to figure it out. And for me, what I have to figure out is the balance. I have figured this out for me, the balance of 0 point foods and pointed foods.
Right.
I need to find my balance.
Well,
and I will.
Right. And like every body, and we've said this before, every physical body is different. Everybody is different, except us. We share the DNA. Go figure. But we're still different because you know, how we have lived over the years is different. You know, whether you drink more alcohol or less alcohol than the other, you know, what
Sure.
you've ingested in your
Sure.
body.
I always
still
weighed more than
different.
Kelly. I always weighed more than 40 pounds more than Kelly
Right.
typically.
So we're still different, even
Yes.
though we share the same DNA.
Yes.
But the reality is, you know, we had, when it was just Smart Points, everybody has their number, and you
Yeah.
knew what your number was. You know,
Your balance.
You found a way to work your program and plan in order
Yes.
to lose, and that was the goal.
And although I was so thankful I scrolled through the comments, and I didn't get to every one of them, but I got to a chunk, and a lot of people are struggling. And I think
keep going on.
we have to figure out what our own personal struggle is with it,
Yeah.
and work it from there. And there are people who are still doing Points Plus.
Right.
There are people who are still doing Smart Points, and no judgment. Everybody has to figure this out for themselves, and you got to do what you got to do. There's people still doing Simply Filling. You have to figure out how to work the Weight Watchers program that's best for you.
Well, and how am I going to live on this?
Yes.
And you talked about how am I going to find out what's the best way for me to find my
Yes.
balance of 0-point foods with
Yes.
my Smart Points.
And someone had made a suggestion, which is funny because I thought the same thing.
Tracking both
Mm-hmm.
with the 0-point foods and tracking them with points
And see
being able to make
what-
comparisons.
And maybe that'll kind of help me.
Get a guide to
Yeah.
how many 0-point foods are, you know,
Yes.
really balanced
Because-
with my SP foods.
Because what I was kind of doing last week, because like I said, kind of afraid of the zeros, is not eating too many in a meal. Well, one, I'm really kind of not in danger really of doing that because frankly, I'm not going to eat like that forever.
You're not going to eat.
I'm not
technically
somebody who's
simply
going to sit
filling.
down with a plate of beans and corn and chicken.
Yeah.
An egg. I'm not going to do that. It's just not how I eat. It's not what I will not eat like that all of the time. I do not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't be happy or satisfied with it.
Right. Well, you want to make the occasional, you know,
I-
2-ingredient pizza.
I like my
It's-
pointed foods.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. So I got to find a balance of them. So that's where I'm going to want to live.
And I think everybody needs to think.
And there's a lot
I'm
of
gonna
people
find
who-
my balance.
You know what? They're rocking it because they love those foods and they could eat those every single meal. I'm not. I mean, honestly, I'm
Well,
not. So for me,
everybody's different.
Everybody's different. I got to find my balance,
Yep.
and that's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
So find your balance, however you
Don't
have
give
to.
up. It's never worth giving
here's
up.
the thing.
Don't do it.
When it comes down to it, I'm a supporter of Weight Watchers
Oh.
because it has
Preaching the gospel
changed
here,
my
people.
life.
Yep.
So I just need to figure out how I need to work it. And so does everyone else. And you can figure it out. And don't give up.
Nope.
Just figure it out. You
Just
can
tell yourself
absolutely
that's
do it.
not an option, you know,
Yes.
because the reality is I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here without Weight Watchers. I wouldn't be comfortable in my skin.
Yes.
I wouldn't feel like I have a healthy body that every day I wake up, there's not that feeling of dread. Having to go to a closet where everything I put on is just going to look bad, where I feel bad about myself. And I feel mentally, beat
Yes.
down and lack confidence. I would never go back to that person for anything.
No.
And I know that even though I'm at maintenance, I'm never leaving Weight Watchers.
Yes.
I'm never leaving. I'm there for good. My butt's in the seat because I need that. I need
Yeah.
it. I need the support. I need the program. And I just need to figure out how to make the program work for me. And I'm blessed that it's working pretty well for me. I'm not having the struggle that Kim is having.
Well,
And because I'm maintaining.
Yes.
I'm not in loss mode.
no.
And in that respect, we're different. So, and that's the thing. So right now, it's like she also is kind of like, I've kind of left her adrift to do this alone to some respect, only because I'm doing something, mine's different. It's
Sure.
I'm maintaining, So she's kind of been,
So, but I decided I'm going to stop feeling bad and I'm going to look at everything so far how far I've come. And I did. And I thought I've come too far to feel this way.
well, then you kind of were like,
So-
you came home to kind of like, I'm going to figure out
Yes.
a way to turn my week
Yes.
around. And
So it was funny. A couple of days later,
Later,
I
yeah.
think it was Friday. I was talking to Stacy at work, who I work with, and she had gone shopping, and someone
That's not
had.
going off.
It's because it's telling you, don't forget I'm in
Don't
here.
forget!
And she went shopping, and she was picking out all the stuff, and the lady who worked there said, no, that you need to be wearing this kind of stuff, and started giving her other stuff that she normally wouldn't have bought, and she said she loved all of it.
And
She-
sometimes it's just out of your comfort
Yes.
zone.
And she looked at me and she said, you still almost kind of dress like you did before in some ways. She goes, granted, before you always wear black and gray. She goes, you still wear a lot of black and gray. She said, but
Guilty.
And you add some color. She goes, but it's all very tailored. There's no, you know, there's no, you don't
It's
ever
not
add any
trendy.
fuss or, yes.
Yeah, it's never trendy.
No.
We've
And-
always been tailored clothes type
For the
people.
most part.
For the
And,
most
you know,
part.
I had a lot of long sleeve shirts, just plain, simple long sleeve t-shirts.
If I told you
Plain.
how many long sleeved like t-shirt like objects, not necessarily t-shirts, but like V-necked, really nice long
Or
sleeve
just rounded
shirt-
neck, simple, a color.
I probably have enough.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
it's ridiculous, and they're
So-
probably all shades of gray.
So she said, you need to figure this out. And I'm like, oh, I've never really kind of had to figure that out because I've always just worn whatever hides. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna really figure it out. I mean, I've tried to do some things different along
Yeah.
the way, and you know, some, but I really haven't gone as far as I truly want to go
Right.
with
How do I
changing my
dress my
sense,
new
my
body?
style. Clearly, it's Sunday, and we're dressed for a Sunday. You know,
This is warm.
I'm
and
dressed
it's
for a
cold.
Sunday of reading right now. So you got
It's
me as I
cold.
was.
Yeah.
And so I was so excited, and suddenly that just turned my Friday around, and it turned that I went home to her. So I actually texted her. I was like,
This
"I
is
gotta
what we're
figure.
doing."
We're doing this weekend," and I was so excited that I felt like I had a mission and
A
a
plan.
project and a plan and something that made me feel good about how far I've come.
And so we go
It
to our
really
meeting.
did.
So we go to our meeting, and Kim mentions it. You know, Rachel. You
Our
know?
leader, she just knows how to dress herself.
She does.
How to dress her body. And she always looks so good and so
Yep.
put together.
Yes.
So I was like,
Yep.
when did you figure out how to dress the new you? And
Yeah.
she's like, well, you know, she's always embraced color. She goes, I've always embraced how I dress.
Yeah.
And she said, she goes, don't go crazy. She goes, start with one thing. Go out and just, you know, pick the actual color, not black, not gray. Pick an actual, and I even, because she asked me first what my favorite color was right now, and it's oxblood. She goes, that's not a color.
That's my-
She's like, no, a color.
Yeah.
And so I did. I picked out purple. I did something different because I couldn't find a purple.
Yeah.
But I found something I love that's not something I ever would have bought, color-wise or style-wise, and I took a chance.
So yeah, because my favorite color is gray, stripes, or oxblood. I mean,
Yeah,
pretty much.
I know.
Or black. I mean,
So I
that's-
took a
yeah.
chance, and it actually turned. I'm going into this week so excited.
Yeah.
About it's something so simple.
So we did shop. We went to Old Navy after the fact.
because I had my Old Navy cash,
We both bought this shirt.
and there's a picture of me on Instagram in that shirt,
It's-
and I felt so good in
It's
it.
like a gold color,
the
and
bell
it's,
sleeve, which I never would have really kind of done
it's
before.
really and that we both bought the same one. We're not wearing them at the same time.
No.
Heck no.
no.
But then I bought a scarf.
I got it first, and I said, "Well, get a different color," and she's
And
like, "No."
They only had gray, so I
And
thought the
pink.
point was not to
well,
buy.
it was like a pinky salmon. You hated
I
it.
don't do those colors. I don't do pinky salmon.
You do pink, but you just don't do pinky salmon.
No,
correct?
it's like the 80s blew up. No, not doing that.
Okay.
So anyway, so then I got the scarf to go with it. And you got a different scarf.
I did get a different scarf.
But then I got this shirt.
And
Okay, yes, oxblood. All right.
Mine's hanging up in the closet, so I didn't bring it down. So
But
mine
there's
was
color.
black with like tons of colors in the floral.
There's colors.
Purple, green, white, red, yellow. I love it.
This is way color.
So that, you know, comment of her just made me start thinking, and it made me excited and
Yeah.
made me realize how far I've come, and that I need to find a way to kind of flip this around
Yeah.
and be excited about where I'm at, regardless of the fact that I'm struggling. I've got to change that.
Well, and goal can't be the only prize. You
No,
can't
there's a
always
lot of them.
use that number
I
as,
know.
as
I know
the
that.
be on end all.
But you'll want it.
You do.
So it's tough.
I can't say anything. I wanted the
can't.
number, and the reality is, it wasn't
Yeah.
the only thing that I wanted,
Yeah.
though. I wanted to be able to get up. You know, I went through such a period of time where I didn't even lose it all because I was so
but
happy.
you know, when it comes down to it, if you're a woman, it sometimes is about those really cool things like a new outfit.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling like I am,
Go buy a new outfit.
go buy yourself something that you normally
Yeah.
wouldn't do. A
Yeah.
new outfit or shirt or something that's just different than you would normally. Embrace some of the new things and the good things that have happened
Maybe
so
out of
far.
the box.
And flip your week around. I just
Yeah.
needed to flip it all around. And it really did.
Yeah.
I left that store and I was like so excited.
But go to a store too. You know, she actually went to a store where the salesperson
Yes.
was like, I'm going to help you.
Yes.
I can help
it's
you
a local
dress your
shop
body.
here, so if you probably more local boutiques would have people who really could really steer you
you.
toward, Old Navy's not going to steer me toward what, but this kind of place, and I will probably eventually go to this store too.
Yeah.
Because
I'm going to go somewhere that somebody can be
we
supportive
have a challenge.
and help you.
Because our challenge is that we're short, and a lot of stores don't always have petites.
No.
And if you're short, well,
and sometimes certain things look dumpy on you, you
Yes.
know. So it's like then you think, well, I can't wear that, but maybe there's a way you can wear a certain thing a certain way.
Yes.
So sometimes it's helpful to have, and I want to say a stranger because
Yes.
yes, I'll go shopping with friends and we'll recommend recommendations to each other and help each other out. But sometimes it takes that person
who has an eye.
who has an
knows
eye
it.
and who's going to be honest with you and going to go, maybe not that. You shouldn't wear this because. What about this? And make it somebody knowledgeable.
Because Stacy said she tried something on, the lady's like, oh no, that's too boxy for you. Hand him over, and she went and she got her something else, and she ended up buying the things that she gave her. She ended up loving the items that she picked out.
And this was a place that wasn't uber expensive.
Mm-mm.
It was not like
No.
It was not like going to a high-end department
No,
store.
it was
a
not.
store. It was a local store that it was a boutique that wasn't crazy expensive but really just had a staff.
I think she
to be
said she
supportive.
walked out of spending just right around $100, and it was for multiple things. It wasn't for just an outfit.
No.
She bought more than an outfit.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's an exciting thing, and I think you just have to embrace it.
Yeah.
So go do something to make your week exciting. We all need to just take a deep breath.
We do.
Figure it out.
We do.
And we will. Quitting's
Yes.
not an option. We're going to figure it out. So,
Share that.
I'm gonna
and then
share
I got
a couple
something
of
else. Then we have some big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Thank you, Chris. Oh my
Yes.
God, Chris in our meeting brought us this. This is the storage containers for the Food Saver. He turned us on to using the Food Saver.
He did turn us on to the Food
And
Saver.
so this is for lunch meat, and you just basically, it sucks the air out so that your meat lasts longer.
Stays
So thank
fresh.
you. I mean, I'm so excited about using this because
am
I
too.
always feel like I throw turkey away at the end of the week, and it makes me so mad.
Too. Although you can use your Food Saver, but it's nice to be able to just
Well, yeah,
A
you can put it.
versus
Yeah, the plastic.
Sometimes
yeah.
I'd
I'd rather use a container.
Here's our news. Our little fur baby poodle is in utero.
Yes. We have
She's in utero.
the big, massive red poodle coming March 31st is the
Delivering
due date.
The due date of said poodle. I cannot
We are
wait.
so excited.
She's going to be hopefully large and in charge.
Large
and
and
I
in
can't
charge.
wait to get one. It's been so long since we've had a dog, and
We're ready.
yeah.
We each have a top name. We
do.
We each have a name.
we do. Mine.
Oh my God, the microwave's driving me nuts.
It says, "Don't forget me. Don't forget me." Don't
I
forget me."
know.
So my name that I came up with not long ago, and we've been polling people,
And everybody loves it.
Everybody loves it.
Mine just I came up with yesterday.
is new.
And I'm loving it.
Of course, this changes every day. On
Yes.
this. Stella. I love the name Stella. Isn't that a Stella? And then I'm thinking for a middle name, Belle. Stella Bell. Isn't that cute?
It is cute. No, I like it.
It's so cute.
I came up with this yesterday. She actually really likes
I
my pick
love
too.
it.
I like her pick. She likes mine.
Yeah.
I came up with it's Vivian Rue.
Vivian.
Should we call her Vivi?
Vivian.
Vivi.
Isn't Vivi? Isn't that cute?
Isn't that cute?
I love
And
that.
other things on the list: Poppy, Lola.
Juno.
So yeah, we have a list, but
it was like this.
Now it's kind of like that.
It's shorter.
So we're excited. I know when we see her, that'll be the deciding factor, really, of a name, and it might not even be the name we're intending to use. We may go and go, she doesn't look like that.
But it will be a she
Yes.
because we have first pick of a female from the litter. So
With the one with the most attitude.
yeah, here's gonna be our ask. Just pick us out. I'm not sure how we pick out which female if there's multiple females, but we're both gonna say we want the one that fights for, like, pushes all the other puppies out of the way to get to the milk. We want that bossy one. We want the one with attitude. So we have to have
Because
them.
that was our last one.
Yes,
She had
yes.
all kinds of
Bossy.
attitude.
Bossy.
And I kind of want one with that attitude. She's gonna look different.
She
So I
is.
know she'll be different. But a
Yes.
little bit of attitude always makes me happy.
I know.
She's got to match our attitude.
She's got some attitude.
She's got to live amongst us.
We can't let. I just don't want to. I just don't think we can handle a little docile little poodle. It has to be somebody bossy. It's got to be bossy.
She bossed.
So that's our news. We thought that we were so uber
Yes.
excited, and hopefully we'll make sure not to make this the poodle show, but it could happen.
My challenge to everyone is have a great week.
Yes.
I am planning to have an amazing week.
If you're struggling, find a way to turn it around. Don't
Go buy a shirt.
Don't give up.
Drink your water and just do what's best for you.
Figure it out.
You know
You can do it.
You know your body better than anybody else.
Try some different things. Maybe track both ways, like Kim suggested. You know, it might give you just
Some
sometimes
knowledge.
You just need to have that knowledge.
Sometimes there's just knowledge with trying to figure it out.
Yes, there's power in knowing.
Yes.
So we will see you next week.
Later.
Later. Bye.